Good morning and welcome to Moving Iron Podcast Morning Market Roundup with Chip Nellinger. Hey Chip, man, looks like we're headed to a long weekend here. Stuff was up overnight, and probably going to be a fairly quiet day, I guess, heading into a long weekend.
Yeah, it looks like it. It was pretty quiet yesterday, actually, as well. Like you mentioned, long weekend here. The markets sometimes get a little subdued ahead of long weekends. It's first notice day for September contracts. So that means that corn, beans, wheat now into delivery. Shouldn't be a big deal, but it is the last day of the month, last trading day of the month, and you never know when a fund. Investment fund wants to get in and out of something on the last day of the month. It can move things, especially in a quiet market like this. Other than something like that, I would expect a pretty quiet day here. Maybe a little bit of a bounce. Not much to talk about here. Get into next week, and then the market will be focused on this September crop report that's coming out on the 12th. And, some harvest data. I mean, things are starting to kind of pick up steam here. It's been a little wet. I think by middle of next week, into next week, be a lot of harvest activity out this way in Illinois and Indiana. And so we're just in that time of year where there's not a whole lot to hit the market right now, get that September crop report out of the way, and then that could be, kind of set the stage for the next couple of months, depending on what kind of yields are reported by the USDA there on the 12th. Livestock markets, pretty quiet in cattle. They can't break them. They're holding together really well. They tried to break them lower early in the day. They bounced back close, anywhere from 30 to 60 higher. Pretty good performance here so far in the cattle. The hogs got beat up a little bit, though. They're holding the contract lows, but boy, they're not acting very well. But I guess the bright spot of the livestock sector continues to be cattle. No cash trade yet. We'll see where that trades. Probably steady at worst. If it does happen to be a buck higher, I think that bodes well for cattle futures next week. But it's going to kind of probably depend on where cash trades later this afternoon. And we'll see what Tuesday brings. Long weekend here, so might be a quiet end to the week here, which is fine once in a while to get everybody to catch their breath.
Right on, man. All right, Chip. Wait, always a lot of stuff going on. Canadians are coming back to the table, so that's going to fluctuate the market. And then you've got this big September crop report coming out next week, or the week after next, I guess. And
the week after next, yeah.
So that's going to have some volatility in the market, up or down, one way or the other. So always a good time to have a plan. Start looking forward towards the end of the year and through harvest. If guys want to work on the risk management plan and they want to get a hold of you and see what Blue Reef can do, how would they do that?
Yeah, best way is just call our office, 309-550-7213. Be happy to talk to you, and it's critically important to have that plan, 24/7 in front of you at all times. Going into harvest here, it gets busy, and the markets kind of get put to the wayside, but that's the last thing that should happen. So give us a call. We can help you out and let you know what we're all about.
All right, Chip. Well, thanks. You have a good weekend. Enjoy Labor Day, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Hey, you do the same. I'm going to try my best to help beef demand out here. So enjoy Labor Day, everybody. We'll talk next week.
Labor Day, baby. It's opening day of dove season here in about 24 hours. So the fun has begun. Hunting season's up, baby.
There you go.
All right, man. You have a good weekend, Chip. We'll talk to you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, thanks, buddy.